Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of NC-17. Today, I'm filming in the same day that I just filmed the Steelbook edition. So today, I'm also going to be revealing my Scream Factory collection. Uh, no rhyme or reason, but again, I'll show my favorites toward the end. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for whenever we drop a video. You guys know first. We really appreciate it, and it does, help us grow. Now, in the Steelbook one, we had some Scream Factory over there, but those were in the Steelbook, so we're going to keep those over there. But there's going to be no rhyme or reason again. I'm just going to go. Got Dead Shadows zombie movie. Decent. Got it from Disc Replay for $5.99. Not bad. With the slipcover. Good movie. Just a Blu-ray. I wouldn't say best movie, but definitely a good movie. Uh, we have Escape from New York, Scream Factory. Again, with the slipcover, Snake Plissken. Can't go wrong with Snake Plissken. Escape from New York and Escape from LA, both good movies. I'm still on the hunt for Escape from LA. We got Ghost Story starring Fred Astaire and other people. Saw this a long time ago. Haven't watched it again, but I do like the reverse cover. It has that one, and then it has that one. Which I don't want to bring all the way out because sometimes these can be a hassle to get back in, like this one's trying to be. But yeah, good movie. Yeah, it's been a while, but good movie. Uh, the Resurrected with Chris Sarandon. Yep, same guy from Fright Night who played Jerry Dandridge. Just a Blu-ray, but still good, decent movie. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, the original. This was actually a pretty good movie. This is a DVD Blu-ray combo. But definitely worth getting. This was the one when they remade it, it was okay. Now, Sleepaway Camp, one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I was lucky enough and had the honor of being able to meet Felissa Rose, who was the main star in this one. Awesome lady. This is the DVD Blu-ray combo. Awesome person. Like awesome, genuine individual. Great movie though. Saw this in theaters. This one, 13 Ghosts. Good movie. I really do like this movie. This is just a Blu-ray, but it does have the different cover, but this is the reverse cover, which I like better. It's got Matthew Lillard, Tony Shalhoub, Monk, and Bette Davidson and Shannon Elizabeth, F. Murray Abraham. This was a good movie. My favorite line was, "The lawyer had a split." John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. Here's an interesting story. My Scream Factory collection started with this movie. I saw this movie so long ago. It's got Alice Cooper in it. Excellent movie. Sorry about the shine, but excellent movie. You cannot go wrong with this movie. It's about a group of people who go to this church to try to figure out what kind of bile's in this big tube thing. And yeah, some bad stuff starts to happen, man. Ninja 3 Dominion. Still factory sealed. Haven't cracked it open yet. This, good movie. Good movie. It's just one you gotta watch. Juliana Margulies and Gabrielle Byrne. Yes, Ron Eldard, Desmond Harrington, Isaiah Washington. Ghost Ship. Good movie. Just a Blu-ray. But this is, I think, Emily Blunt's in this. Not Emily Blunt. I forget her name, but she was in some other stuff too. That was a good movie too. Yeah. Who knows? I might get through this one and be able to show my Vinegar Syndrome and my Arrow release movies too. Uh, Army of Darkness. Can't go wrong with Army of Darkness. Saw this in theaters. This is Disc 1 theatrical version, Disc 2 director's cut, and Disc 3 international cut television cut. Army of Darkness. It is got all 3 discs. Like I said, you can't go wrong with any Evil Dead movies. They're all good, at least in my opinion. The 1980s version of The Blob with Shawnee Smith, yes, who went on to be Amanda in the Saw franchise, for those who don't know who she is. It's also got Kevin Dillon in it. This was a good movie. I did like this movie. You know, and it is just a Blu-ray. But if you've seen it, you know. If you haven't, you should see it. This has also got the guy who played Dell in Walking Dead in it. He plays the sheriff who has the hots for the waitress at the bar, restaurant, whatever. Candyman, Tony Todd. May he rest in peace. We lost him earlier this year. Still factory sealed. I have it on Blu-ray regular, but I had to get the Scream Factory. Excellent movie. You know, gone too soon. Now, you heard me mention this movie earlier, and I do have this on DVD and regular Blu-ray and now Scream Factory. Dawn of the Dead, the remake. I love that slipcover. That slipcover is probably one of the best slipcovers I've seen. But this is the DVD Blu-ray. It's got no, they're both Blu-ray. The rated R theatrical version, right there. The uncut version. Alright. Or, as they say, unrated version. Sorry. But yeah, this was a good movie. I saw this numerous times. Motel Hell. I actually got a shirt of the movie too, so. This is the DVD Blu-ray combo. This was a fucked up movie. That's all I got to say is it was a fucked up movie. Child's Play. Got it for $12.99 at Disc Replay. Good movie. This is the 2-disc version. Good movie. I love this movie. Okay, now we're going to get into what I would be considering my favorites. And we're going to start with... let's start with these ones first. So I'm going to show you something that you seen earlier. Like I said, I'm a big Return of the Living Dead fan, so I got the 4K Return of the Living Dead. And I still got it on regular Blu-ray and DVD and VHS. Then we got Return of the Living Dead 2. Excellent movies. I love these movies. These movies are really good. Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. This movie, if anything, should tell you that, hey, you don't want to go fucking with the wrong people. Love that slipcover, though. That slipcover is awesome. Now, we're definitely getting into the nitty-gritty. I saw this movie a long time ago when it first came out at the theater. Deadly Friend. Excellent movie. Christy Swanson, people. Christy Swanson at her best before Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We have Dr. Giggles. Excellent movie. For a long time, this was out of print. But they re-released it. And now, not so much. The 4K Blu-ray edition of Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2. So this guy right here, who played the main villain in part 2, is Atanis Illich, who's related to the Illiches, who own the Detroit Tigers. Met him quite a few times. Again, one of my favorite franchises of all time. We have Night of the Demons. Angela's having a party. Freddy, Jason, and Mike are too scared to go. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. Linnea Quigley, hands down one of my favorites. She's a bucket list meet if I ever should get the chance. We have Amelia Kincaid 2. We have Night of the Demons 2. This has Christine Taylor of all people, but still, she did good in it. This was a good movie. Really big fan of the girl who played Phoebe. Zoe Trilling was in it, and Bobby Jacoby. Excellent movie. And then to end that series out, we have Night of the Demons 3. Scream Factory. This was a good one too. This one was more along the lines of a straight to DVD kind of movie, but it was still good in my opinion. Just my opinion. Okay, now we're going to get into the Scream Factory box sets. And I'm going to start with It's Alive. You got It's Alive 1. Good movie. Scream Factory, obviously. We have It's Alive Again, which is part 2. And then we have It's Alive Island of the Alive. It's Alive 3. These movies go back to my childhood, you know. I mean, like, I love this series. This is a very good series. Yeah, just the lengths people would go for their children, whatever their children may be like. Wow. We have Critters, the box set. Here's Critters 1. Good movie. Good movie. I liked it. Here's Critters 2, which is my favorite out the franchise, by the way. This is my favorite. We have Critters 3. Little known fact. Leonardo DiCaprio got his start in this movie. This is his very first starring role. He plays a sub character, but still, nonetheless, this is the movie that started his career. Definitely check it out, especially if you're a Leo fan. Then we have Critters 4. I think this is Critters in space. This is good. This whole series is good. Like I like them all. There's not one I wouldn't say I don't like, but my favorite is part 2. But yeah, that's Critters. Then we have, again, another good zombie franchise. We have Wreck. So, I knew nothing about this, but I saw it on sale on Amazon one day, and I was like, you know what, let me order it, see what it is, and I did, and I really, really did enjoy it. There's Wreck 1. It's about so they made an American version of this called Quarantine, which then they also made a part 2 of Quarantine, but part 2 wasn't as good as part 1. Part 1 kind of followed this one, Wreck, where this reporter is tagging along the fire department, and they go to this apartment building where a zombie virus starts taking over. Wreck 2, which picks up continuously right where part 1 leaves off. Wreck 3, which is very surprising. This is probably my second best out of the series, right after part 1. Which is weird, because a lot of people's like, well, why don't you go with part 2? I don't know. Something about it being loose on the outside just made it better. This one takes place at a wedding, obviously. You know, very good movie. Very good movie. Then we got Wreck 4. Apocalypse. Yeah, this was a good one. This one takes place on a big ship, but it also kind of picks up right after the ending of part 2. So, if anything, this should have been part 3, but I get why they did what they did. So, Good series. Definitely worth watching. I think they got a couple of them on Amazon to watch for free if you haven't seen them. These next two are definitely, they've just gone out of print. We have The Omen, the complete collection, which is all of them, and I believe the newest one, except for the first Omen. But yeah, which I had that somewhere around here, but it's not Scream Factory. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, so with this one we have, there's The Omen, Part 1. There's Damien the Omen, Part 2. There's The Omen 3, The Final Conflict. Omen 4, The Awakening. And The Omen remake with Julia Stiles and Liv Schreiber, Mia Farrow. I only saw this one time, but it was still a good movie. I still prefer the originals. You know, Part 1 and 2 were the best, but the whole series was good. That's been The Omen. And then we have The Fly collection. Look at that artwork on the back. That is some fantastic artwork right there. Oh, snap. Don't want nothing falling out. Alright, so we have the original Fly, starring Vincent Price. Excellent movie. Then we have Return of the Fly, also starring Vincent Price. Then we have The Curse of the Fly. These are good movies. Then we have the Jeff Goldblum, The Fly. Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. This is actually what got me to want to buy this whole series, and then I finally watched the other ones, and they were good. Then we got The Fly 2 with Daphne Zuniga and Eric Stoltz. This was good too. You know, but the whole series is good. Can't go wrong with the whole series. Let me put this back in here so gently so nothing falls out. That's just the J card in there, so I ain't gotta worry about that. Now, people are gonna be like, he's really redundant. But I have the 4K Blu-ray Halloween Scream Factory. I love the box sets, or the boxes that they come in. I have Part 2, Scream Factory, 4K Blu-ray. I have Part 3, 4K Blu-ray, which a lot of people give this movie a lot of, like, you know, just not enough credit. I'll say it like that. Part 4, which a lot of people love. They say this one is probably the second best after Halloween, which can't argue the point, but, you know, it was good. The Scream Factory. Look at that. I also met Danielle Harris. Awesome person. Halloween 5, Scream Factory. And then we have the Halloween 4K collection 1995 to 2002, which consists of Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Not a lot of people know this. I mean, well, I won't say not a lot of people, but some people may not know this, but this is Paul Rudd's first movie. We have Halloween H2O. This was Josh Hartnett's first movie. Then we have Alien Resurrection with Busta Rhymes, Tyra Banks, Thomas Ian Nicholas, and Bianca Kalic. That is the Halloween collection. I'm going to have to say this next set is probably, and it's the last set. This is probably my favorite set that I have out of the box sets for Halloween, for Scream Factory. That's Friday the 13th. Check that out. Is that not awesome? Yeah. And I will take these out individually and show you. Starting with, obviously we're going to go, okay. First, we're going to start with the booklet. It has everything you can think of from all the Friday the 13th movies. Good read. Read it numerous times. We have Friday the 13th. Check out that cover. Is that cover not awesome? That is an awesome cover. Kevin Bacon starred in this movie. It's got the original cover in there. But there's part 1. And then we go straight into part 2. This one is just 1. But Jason actually shows up in this one. Everyone knows that, but still, I like to make that joke. Then we have part 3, 3D. Which I didn't know what to originally think of the 3D, but look at that cover. That cover is kick-ass. But the movie was good. Then part 4, this is the one with Corey Feldman and Crispin Glover. Part 4. The final chapter. 3 times before you have felt the terror. Now the madness lived the horror. But this is the one you've been screaming for. Friday the 13th, part 4. It's a good one. It is one of the better ones. Part 5. Can't go wrong with part 5. So the funny thing is this guy right here was in Return of the Living Dead. He played the main like goon of the group, head punk rocker. Then we got part 6, which this one starred Tom Matthews, who I've met, who was also in Return of the Living Dead, and C.J. Graham, who I also met. Jason Lives. This was a good one. I did like this one quite a bit. Then we have part 7. This is the one where Kane Hodder came in. This is the girl with the telekinesis who could fight back. The New Blood. That girl right there, she had telekinesis and she could fight Jason back. This was a really good movie. Like, this whole franchise was excellent. Like, all of them are in my Hall of Fame. But this one had Kane Hodder, and he played a very, very terrifying Jason Voorhees. Now, this one, a lot of people didn't like. I thought it was decent. I thought it was good. But that's Jason Takes Manhattan, part 8. So when I met Kane Hodder, I asked him what was your favorite kill, who was his favorite victim? There we go. And he asked me what was mine. I was like, well, mine was in that one where you knocked the old boy's block off. He goes, I like that scene too. He goes, but the question is do you remember what I said or what he said to me? And I was like, yeah. He goes, take your best shot, mother. You get what I'm saying. He goes, you are a fan, aren't you? I was like, I think a lot of people know. This one, people liked even less than part 5 and part 8. And that's Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. I thought it was good, but a lot of other people did. This starred Steven Williams. He played the one hunting him. I met him. Awesome dude. This one, next one is the one where the highest body count is. That's Jason X. When he froze old girl's face and smashed it, I was all for that. This is a great movie. I saw this at the theater quite a few times. But that is, like, I don't know, something was just different and better about it, you know? This next one is two icons coming together. Freddy vs. Jason. You couldn't go wrong with this. Scream Factory. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with this. Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy Krueger's one-liners, Jason's brute force. You can't go wrong with that. Then we have Jason, or Friday the 13th, the remake, the Killer Cut. Again, can't say that on there, I guess. But this has a different cover on it. This has that cover on it. But I like the other cover. So that's how we're going to keep it. Yeah, it's, this ain't been a short video, but it ain't been a long video neither. This had Jared Padalecki from Supernatural, who played Sam. Awesome actor. You know, can't go wrong. Then we have the bonus collection, the bonus material. Discs. 2 discs, because there's a lot. This was excellent. Like, this whole box set was awesome. Like I said, my favorite box set out the Scream Factory series that are movies that I have. Can't go wrong with none of them. Okay, again, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for whenever we drop a new video, which I'm probably going to be dropping at least another 1 or 2 here tonight or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, please help us grow. We are trying to put out content for everybody, and yeah, we appreciate all the support. Till next time, stay NC-17.